on the agenda. So I do want to address some stuff that's not getting on the agenda. I'm growing more and more concerned with, again, one of our students said we've been in school for 14 days. I don't know how many people in the community realize there's been at least 3 emails sent out in which there's supposedly been some version of a threat. Well, let's be clear, could be perceived as a threat. I've asked specifically for the verbiage, again, as I'm entitled as a trustee to know what are these perceived threats. Because for a fact is, we know the majority of our board has made it very clear an opinion they do not like is a threat. A sweatshirt supporting women and girls in school and sports is a threat. So when we get these emails from Ruther, from Wes, from Van Heusen, saying that something happened that could be perceived as a threat, was it someone wearing a sweatshirt? I don't know. I've asked. And for some reason, our interim superintendent doesn't believe
you
he
received an answer.
No, the
point of order. Yes, point of order. You received an answer.
When was that?
He sent an email out that specifically said that they were all physical violence to a person or a
so
building.
Again, you are once again wrong, because I was very clear. I did not ask for his opinion. I didn't ask for his interpretation. I asked for the specific verbiage.
Right, but he specifically told you that it was physical violence.
That is not the same thing. You do not get to decide how to filter information.
No, FERPA does.
No, FERPA would be, I did not ask for the student's name. But even that, as trustees, we are entitled to that information. So again, the fact that we have trustees that honestly have no idea what their responsibilities are, and again, this is what keeps our students unsafe. All 3 of these incidents, law enforcement was involved. But again, why? Because the policy that they state is not clear. We owe it to our building staff to have very clear policies and procedures in place. Because what we are doing, again, when we've created a school where anything someone perceives, and again, as we hear from our trustees, opinions they don't like can be a threat in which we have law enforcement involved? And again, absolutely a principal is going to feel they don't want to make the wrong decision, so they're going to err on the side of involving. A teacher's going to err on that side. Is that the environment we want to create for our students, in which we are involving law enforcement on situations that clearly, once we actually probably know the facts, we go, no, teachers can handle that. But everyone's so scared of it being them, of something going wrong, because our board fails to put the proper policies in place that make it very clear. No, we can define what threats are, and it's not an opinion you don't like that you need to involve law enforcement on. You can have debates. We want our students, especially at the higher levels, to have those debates and challenge each other. But again, 3 emails already this year where we've involved law enforcement, and we have no idea what it was even. Again, was it a sweatshirt? I don't know. Because again, so it's just amazing that, again, for 9 months, we've done nothing to actually improve the tangible safety of our buildings. But again, when it's something, an opinion they don't like, we can pass resolutions, we can support political organizations in their legislative and what they want to work on. But again, we don't adopt policy that ensures that we communicate properly. And as far as FERPA goes, our board has been shared with multiple districts that share the specifics around situations. So when they claim that it can't be done, again, it's not true. It is about the student's identity. That is what has to remain. But if we want to have our students learn what not to do, you actually provide the information, and so they can learn and see what it is. That's how you learn. You don't have to name the student's name. That is how policy works. So again, I just am blown away that 9 months of serving on this board, we've done nothing to address actual safety of our classrooms, safety of our buildings through policy and procedure. And if anything, we just continue to soak fear in our kids by having it literally be anything they perceive as a threat could end up having the police called. I'm just blown away by that.
Mrs. Gupta.
So to that point, I just want to say the volume of misinformation there is pretty overwhelming.